Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast. We're here for episode number 54. My name is Christian Dragonetti, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friend and Australian PGA professional, Mr. Joel Mitchell. Jolie, mate, what's happening?
Same old stuff.
Same old stuff?
Same old stuff. Yeah, just cruising. We're in the midst of some preparation.
Yes.
So it's just starting.
Yes.
Or when I say starting, now it's the head is down and the routine is being implemented.
Yes.
For anyone that doesn't know, this is all for Q School. So
Yes,
it's 2 months away, but still preparation.
It can
it's
probably never
too
start early enough.
Yeah, it's probably late if anything. So.
Yeah. That's
So
fine.
Really putting the head down.
2 months is a good stretch of time as well.
Yeah, because it's not overdone.
And you'll hear lots about Q School, not just Oz Tour Q School, but I'm sure you're going to get stuck into Asian Tour Q School again this year like you did last.
Later in the year, yeah.
So you'll hear plenty about Q School throughout the coming weeks and months on this podcast. So
Otherwise, I'm trying to find routine and
this is
that's about
today's
it,
probably
really.
the most anti-routine scenario we've set up for ourselves.
yeah, I think I called you on the way home.
You called me as you were leaving Rosanna. I was driving home from work doing a bit of overtime this weekend. It's Sunday, by the way.
Yeah, it's Sunday. Yeah,
And yeah, you go, oh yeah, I'm just leaving Rosanna. And I'm like, oh, do you want to come and record tonight and save us an extra day? And you're like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
yeah. Well, why not?
So here we
it
are,
just-
and
it
we've just
came
spent the
on
last
anyway.
15 minutes trying to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Usually we have an extra 24 hours to think about it. So
we've got some business to get to before we get to recent
yes,
rounds.
Yes,
Now,
we're gonna go off, not off script.
off the beaten track a little bit.
Yeah.
But we are going to bring it right back. So,
Yes.
first things first, you will have seen, at the time of listening to this Friday, you will have already seen some form of advertisement for a golf day that we are sharing or we are participating in collaboration with the Chasing Birdies Amateur Golf Club Society. We spoke about this last week on episode number 53. Mark, who's a member at Heidelberg, is a good mate of mine, and he's organised an event in partnership with us.
Yes.
We can confirm, as per the advertisement, I will play that in a little bit
Yep.
in this episode. I'll get to it in a sec. But we can confirm these details. The event will take place on the 30th of March. That is a Sunday. It'll be at Yarramback Golf Course. It'll be a two-person Ambrose event,
Yep.
and it'll be at about 8 o'clock tee off.
Yep.
We've got a couple of sponsors for the day, which is awesome. Shout out to Moondog Brewery,
Yep.
Clutch & Co.
Clutch and Co. Yep.
and Wilson Golf,
Yep.
which is huge.
Yep.
Right? Awesome for them to jump on board and support us in this day. There's going to be prizes. There is a slight entry. There's a small entry fee, $60 for the round.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, grab your mates, bring them on down to secure a spot because there are very limited spots.
Yeah. It's only a small field.
Small field.
Basically, to get in, you must be following us. You must be following Chasing Birdies
On Instagram.
Amateur Golf Club Society
Yes.
on Instagram. Yes, you must be following them, and then contact us in any way possible to secure it yourself, preferably through that Instagram page.
Preferably through Instagram. If you could chuck us a message through through Instagram DMs and just say, hey, I'm interested. I've got two mates that want to come with.
Yeah.
Book us a spot.
It's pretty much first in, best dressed. If we don't answer you straight away, we will try to.
Yes.
But if we don't answer you immediately, we'll update you with whether you've got a spot or not.
Correct.
So as soon as you're hearing this and you think you want in, give your mate a ring. Jump on that Instagram, or if
Absolutely.
you know us personally and you haven't been able to check out your mate yet, try and secure a spot.
Yep.
And then we'll do everything we can to get you in within the given spots. So
And unfortunately, because there are such limited spots, if there is the event that people do miss out,
yeah.
two things I want to say about that. Firstly, we apologize profusely that you have missed out in this
Yeah,
case.
if you have, yeah.
Secondly, this is not going to be the last time we do something like this.
No.
It is the first time. It is not the last time.
No.
We want to, this has sort of given me a little bit of a bug to keep doing these sort of things
Yeah.
in the future.
That's also our first time doing anything close to this.
Correct. And in fairness, in all credit goes to Mark from Chasing Birdies.
Oh,
in this.
absolutely.
Like we've barely lifted a finger to this. He messaged me, said, "Do you want to do this?" And we were like, "Yep." And he came back to me 3 weeks later with a bunch of details. And I was like, "Okay, cool, let's go."
Yeah.
So massive thank you to Mark and to the Chasing Birdies for that.
Exactly.
But yes, we are very excited to get this underway.
Yeah.
The 30th of March is looming very fast. It's just over 6 weeks away.
Also, you might notice something new on the table.
Now we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, you want to get to
We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, we're very excited for that. and we'll update you more as the weeks go on
Yeah.
with further details and if there are any changes, which I doubt there will be. There is also the slight potential that the number of spots we have could increase.
Oh, of course. If we're struggling to make numbers, well, of course, that's when it's a limited
if
field.
if we hit our target
Yeah.
of amount of spots and there's more,
I'm saying.
No, you said if we struggle to fill spots.
If we struggle to fill the spots,
yeah,
that's when the field won't be extended, of course.
Correct.
I'm saying something obvious. But I'm
I
just saying,
didn't hear the second half
if
of what
we-
you said.
yeah.
But if we do have extra people
and there's still high demand.
correct, and
Yeah.
we can get a few extra spots, there is that possibility,
Yeah.
and then it'll be a case of first in
And
best dressed.
the more the merrier, purely because that increases the prizes, that
Correct.
increases the literally the amount of people on the day,
Absolutely.
increases exposure for
Absolutely.
everyone, and
Absolutely.
it increases the overall enjoyability of the day. So
We've made an advertisement. You might have seen it on Instagram. I'm going to play it now. So enjoy that. The Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast is proud to be partnering with Chasing Birdies Amateur Golf Club and Society to bring you their March golf event.
really excited for this one. This is being hosted at Yarramback Golf Club on the 30th of March. It is at 8 a.m. It is a two-person Ambrose.
Yes.
So ring up a mate, jump in.
There are some really cool prizes up for grabs on the day, and with a massive shout out to a few of the sponsors, Moondog Brewery, Clutch & Co. and Wilson Golf for jumping in on that and supporting the day. To book your spot, you need to be following both of us. So Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast and Chasing Birdies on Instagram. Then shoot us a message to secure your spot. There are very limited spots, so get in quickly.
First in, best dressed. This is the first time we're doing this. We're very excited for this, and we can't wait to see you there.
Yes, it's going to be very good. So get your spots in early, and we look forward to seeing you on the 30th of March. Cheers. Yeah, so we're very much excited for this golf day. It's yeah, I can't wait.
The
mate.
anticipation's going to be pretty good.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. So.
Two-person Ambrose. I'm assuming you and I are going to team
That,
up.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
It's,
yeah.
I'm going to leave this up to Mark. If you're listening,
Yeah.
Mark, it's your call. If you want to keep us together and have us play as a team together, I think it'd be pretty cool for us to take a bunch of people on.
I think we do as well.
Yeah.
I think whoever wants,
At least for the first
if
time.
you are trying to inquire about getting into the day, you say who it is and who your partner is.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be us two. It would
And
be Mark and someone else. And
That doesn't mean you can't come by yourself. If you don't have any mates that
Yeah,
want
we
to
can
get
part you
involved,
up, absolutely.
we can part you up.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a bunch of singles out there that are going to want to play with people.
Exactly.
And worst case scenario, if we don't play together because we play with somebody else, that's fair enough too. But it'd be nice to play it with you in a two-person.
Yeah,
Ambrose.
yeah,
We've
yeah.
not done that before, so
we
it'd
haven't.
Be
We
pretty
haven't.
sick.
We haven't at all.
But no, you alluded earlier, a few seconds ago, to a couple of new additions. You might
Yes.
see one up on the shelf there and one on the table. We have spruiked these a fair bit on Instagram. Some custom made head covers from Big Dog. They are sick.
They are awesome.
They are so cool.
up. Like, I always expected them to come up awesome,
Yeah.
but it's like, of course, when it's in the flesh, it's like, how sick is this?
If we rewind back to when Marcus was on, he had his head cover sitting
did.
here, and it was
Yeah.
at that moment that I was like, "Oh, maybe we could do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like this."
Yeah.
You've got Marcus's one with.
I've
his
got two
logo.
of them. Yeah.
I think you've got the green one.
I've got the driver green one.
Yeah.
And then the 3-wood one is like this baby blue. So I'm going to replace that one with that.
Yeah.
So we still have Raptors on the driver head.
it's all
that
green.
one, but it's all green now,
Yeah.
including the green bag. I'm excited.
And it was that sort of, it was seeing your green one that made me think this is definitely going to work.
Yeah. 100%.
Coming through the process, Big Dog were awesome with dealing with, really super straightforward, super easy.
Yeah. Easy.
They finally come, took a few weeks, and as they told me, that's fine.
yeah.
They're here.
Extremely high quality.
Yes.
And for Raptor and Raptor only, they smell unreal.
Yeah.
He'll know exactly what that means. He'll know exactly what that means.
Yeah, fair enough. Whatever.
He's like, what?
Bunch of weirdos. The one thing I've had in response to all the social media,
we've
we've
had
had
a lot
a
of-
lot of responses
We had a bit of push on
to the
this.
sharing is where can I get them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And at this stage, keep in mind it is Sunday. I got them 3-4 days ago. So
Yeah.
I've been in touch. I've tried to be in touch with Big Dog. They haven't responded to my emails as of yet. I am looking at avenues to be able to make these more available
Yeah.
for people to buy.
Yeah, exactly. These were just the thing that we thought of on the whim just to get it for us.
Yeah, correct.
And then people are like, we want some.
Yeah,
So
correct.
we're like, oh shit. Well, and that's what you mean.
And now-
We're trying to find a little pathway to somehow get maybe this is just literally thinking out loud where maybe a bulk comes in and people buy them.
Yeah, correct.
That's literally it. We don't know.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
So we're
Yet.
trying to gauge interest. We're trying to gauge how Big Dog might prefer to like handle this situation
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I'm sure they've had it in the past.
Oh, of course they
I
have.
don't know what that
course they have.
situation is
Yeah.
and how they handle it. So
Yeah.
they've probably got a criteria.
Yeah.
So we'll follow their lead and let them figure
Yeah.
it out once they get back to me. And yeah, we'll try and make these as readily available as we possibly
Yeah.
can. So if you are interested in purchasing either a 3-wood head cover or a driver head cover or both,
Yeah.
let us know. Same sort of criteria as the golf day. Hit us up on Instagram.
Yep.
Say, yep, this is what
Let
I
us
want.
know.
If genuinely just message us with an order.
Yeah, it's going to be later than sooner.
Yeah, correct.
Of course, because they do take it a little bit to get in. But if we build more responses from people and more interest from people, that's when we'll know, right,
Yeah.
do we actually get these in or, you know.
I'm probably going to set a cutoff point for about, let's say, 2 weeks. So in the next 2 weeks, I'll collect information off the listeners and whoever else would like to purchase one. By the time episode 55 comes out, well, yeah, by the time, no,
Yeah,
50, episode 56,
Yeah,
let's
let's
say.
go. Let's go with that.
In the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
I'll put a cut out off date. And if you haven't ordered one by then, you'll probably miss this shipment.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just
We'll
say.
do a couple batches here and there. Yeah,
If
yeah,
we
yeah.
need to.
If the demand is up there.
Because I don't want to be going back and forth to Big Dog saying, oh, I want 2 more, I want
Yeah,
3
I want 2
more, I
more.
want
Nah,
1 more,
nah,
I
they
want
won't
8
like
more.
that. Yeah.
I'm going to go with them saying I need X amount of this, X amount of that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let us know, message us either through the Instagram page for the podcast or personally, if you
Whatever
got
it
our
is.
details,
Whatever it
get
is.
in touch.
Yep, love
But
it.
they're sick. We're really enjoying them. I put them
Yeah.
into use on Saturday.
You did.
Yeah, we'll get into recent rounds in a minute, but I put them into use and just
Just a little
just
bit.
looks
It just
so
it
good.
just adds to the.
I'm
What?
she's gonna kill me. I'm this close to buying a green Lynx Legend. Like yours. I'm this close.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've got your old
The stand bag. Yeah.
Right. And it's classic Titleist bag, stand bag with the
yeah.
white and the black. It's
Yeah.
perfect. It's my dream golf bag. I've wanted that for a long time.
We'll speak about something after the pod.
Done.
Yeah.
That's tickled my ears nicely. Very
That's
good.
music to your ears. We'll speak about something later. Anyways,
rounds.
let's get onto it. Let's get.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure. Yeah.
Sweet. Because I messaged you this morning being like, can we please catch up for a lesson?
Yeah.
And partly because my recent round was yesterday, I had 32 points. We played Jensen's, right? 2-person Jensen's. And if you haven't played that before, it's a mixture between Stableford and Ambrose, right?
Yeah.
So-
Pretty much.
Basically, I'll rattle this off, so try and keep up. You and your partner both tee off on every hole. You pick the best one, play your own ball from there for the rest of the hole.
Yep.
Stableford.
Yep.
And then combine the Stableford scores at the end of the round
Yeah.
to create your team score.
Yeah. Aggregate score.
Right. I played with a listener. His name's Craig.
Yep.
Loyal listener, good mate of mine. Played plenty of golf with him in the past. And let's just say, Craig, he won't hate me for saying this, but he didn't have a great day off the tee box. Right. I didn't have a fantastic day either,
Oh,
but I had a considerably better day than what he did. Right. His short game and his putting, he's been seeing Raptor for lessons recently. So shout out to Raptor. His putting and his short game, phenomenal.
Oh, good.
He finished with 46 Stableford points on his own.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Playing off 21, 22.
Yeah, but
Still, I had 32.
Yeah, right.
There was a couple of holes that were glaringly like, we'll take his pill.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we had to take 5 of each. We took 5 of his.
Yeah.
Only 5. I took the rest.
Yeah.
But there was one hole, it was 12. I munched one. He munched one as well. I had to come back 15 meters because he hit
Yeah.
fairway.
Yeah.
So I was like, fair enough.
Yeah,
That
beautiful.
was the only hole that was like close.
Yeah.
16, we were like next to each other. We're like, right, we'll take yours.
Yeah.
Right. It was that. But most of the, like, I'm telling you now, most of the day, we're taking my pills. And
Yeah.
that's not a slight on him. He just
No,
had
no.
a poor day off the tee box.
Yeah, everyone has them.
And he knows what I'm talking about. We've texted back and forth about it for the last 24 hours. So, Craig, well done, mate.
Yeah,
But
that's unreal.
I literally sent him the message saying, I feel like I should be credited for at least another 6 or 7 points.
Just take 5 off and give 5 to you.
I had 32 to finish. I
Give you
should-
36 and give him 42.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Give me another 4, take 4 off yours, and we're cool. It's square.
You
know what I mean?
You idiot.
But no, honestly, I had so much fun.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I didn't hit it great. I putted like dog shit.
Yeah.
I had, okay, you're going to hate this.
Oh fuck.
In the span of 4 holes, I had 16 putts in 4 holes.
What?
Yeah.
Was it 4 straight 4 putts?
Nah.
A 5 putt?
No, hang on. I had a 3.
Numbers, bro.
Yeah. I had a 3,
Yeah.
a 4,
Yeah.
and 2 more 3s. That's 16.
That's 13, you clown.
No, it's not. 3 and 7 is, oh, sorry. Yeah, that's 13. Sorry. Pardon me.
Jesus Christ.
Spell 13. Fuck. Okay.
That's bad.
That's bad.
That is bad. Whoa.
No, it's bad.
Whoa.
Anyway, it felt like 16. Fuck
It felt
me.
like 60, clearly.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, my God.
No, so I 3 jabs and it was 4 straight holes.
Yeah, on
4
the
straight.
trot.
So it was 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh, fuck.
I was green in regulation on 9. 4 jabbed it for double. And you know what? Craig said it as well after the round. He's like, your putting stroke wasn't bad.
No,
I'm like,
no, you
it
just
wasn't.
had no speed or anything.
No, it wasn't even. Yeah, it speed a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I reckon I lipped out 3 or 4 times in that span.
Yeah.
Right? It was just like.
That's when you miss those 3-footers after
Hit-
hitting that 30-footer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hit 1 to 3 feet, put one back left corner of the green on 10, right? To a front pin. Right, it's got to come down the
just- yeah,
slope. You can't control the speed on that. Once you get to
Yeah.
the slope, it's up to the gods, right?
Yeah.
And so I hit it to the top of the slope, hit it with perfect pace, and it still rolled 10 feet past the flag.
There's just not much you can do there.
And then, I missed the 10-footer coming back and then lipped out a 3-footer
Yeah, it's just
or whatever it was. And 9 was worse, right? 9 was just fucking tennis back and forth, back and fucking forth. It felt like 16 parts. It wasn't, but it felt like it. Yeah, numbers ain't my
hilarious.
thing.
That's
Numbers ain't my thing.
hilarious.
There's a bit of a story behind this. We won't go into detail.
we won't do that.
But we
one.
had
That's
some
hila-
darts.
That's one of your worst
We were
ones.
playing darts one day and we just had a bit of a maths error.
We.
I did. We're a partnership. We're a team.
This is not the Titanic. I don't come down with you. Jesus Christ.
So-
I'm supposed to be the one that can't count. I give you that shit all the time.
Yeah,
You don't
no,
play.
that's it. You can't spell.
You didn't. You spell.
Z.
You knob.
Dickhead.
Anyway.
But no, look, it was just one of those days where like nothing seemed to go well, but I still managed to scrap away 32 points.
Yeah.
Just a good fun day on the golf course, really.
Yeah.
Go for it. Recent rounds, give it to me.
Mine was today, actually.
Yes.
So at
You
the
come
time-
straight from the golf
at
course.
the time of recording. Yeah, I was leaving. I was coming out of the gates, and who called who?
You rang me.
I reckon I called you.
You rang me
What did I call you for?
because I texted you saying, "Can we catch up for a lesson
right.
this week?"
That's right. And I said, we're just going to go out and play holes and do a session, just chat, yap shit, and
Yeah.
try and fix you. So, yeah, that's what we were discussing. And then you're like, do a U-turn. I'm like, why? And you're like, just record now. Saves you. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, makes
So I was
sense.
halfway down Fitzsimmons. I'm fucking right. So and then here we are. But
Your recent round today
played
was
this
at
morning.
Rosanna?
Played this morning. Was at 10 to 8. I almost didn't get out of bed because I looked outside and it was 8 degrees and cold and miserable. I'm like,
Miserable.
what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't want to leave.
I worked
was
today and I was
sore.
wearing trackies and a hoodie.
Oh, dude, I
the
wore
drive to work.
trackies, socks, and some sort of long sleeve to bed. I don't wear anything to bed, and I wore that. I hated life. Anyway, so I didn't want to get up. Anyway, and then I started birdie. And I'm like,
Here we go.
I'm like, like hold like this 20-footer downhiller on one, and then
You didn't four jab it.
put it to this on 2, and I'm like, beautiful, and then put it in the bunker on 3 bogey. I'm like, there it is. Otherwise, no, I had 3 under, and it was stroke today. It was max score stroke. So I had net 72 because it's past 71.
Can you explain to me how max score stroke works? Because I see it a lot when I check the score sheets.
Max score
and stuff.
stroke just gives you the option to pick your ball up, and it goes in as a net triple bogey. So if you're stuck in a
That's so much better.
if you go in, if you're in a, if it's for someone that playing off a higher figure generally,
Yeah.
that is stuck in a bunker, not on the green for 6, right? And
higher figure.
yeah, but you know
Hang
what I
on.
mean?
There's a story.
It's not for a higher figure.
No, it's not, because it's for Mitch Cooper.
It's for
It's for Mitch Cooper. He'll tell you about the tennis match he had on 14 going bunker to bunker a few weeks ago.
God. But yeah, so max score
sorry,
stroke
I'm
is
sorry,
literally
Mitch.
that was
I'm sorry, Mitch.
That was
I've had half a beer. I'm sorry, Mitch.
that was so that was He chose violence.
Hey,
The-
if he can dish it, and Mitch is one of the best. If he can dish it, he's got to be
great
able to
at
take it too.
No, he can do that. He's one of the best at that. But max score stroke it's like a stable foot and stroke.
Yeah, I like it.
It gives you the option to
Fixes pace of play.
Yeah.
Gives you the option to pick
Exactly,
up if you're
exactly.
completely out of the hole.
if you're not on the green and you've already reached double par, we tell people pick it up.
Yeah.
So if you're in a par 3 and you're not on the green for 5 yet, just pick the ball up.
It's a friendlier stroke.
It is
Much
It is.
more friendly version of stroke.
It doesn't force you to either play out the hole or DQ.
Yeah.
So it goes in as these little things on the scoreboard
Yep.
where it says if they've had a pickup or more than
I
net
like it.
more than net triple. It's a great idea.
I
It's
like
fucking
it
great idea.
so much.
It's a great idea. And there was 1 or 2 times today that one of the playing partners had to.
Yeah, fair
Because
enough.
they've hit poor tee shots, scrambled out of the trees. They're not on for 5. They hit into a bunker, leave it in there. And they're just like, oh, fuck this. I've had 7 shots. I'm not putting yet.
Yeah.
And there's the group waiting.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
fair.
saves them having a 12 and completely, 1, maybe feeling like they've embarrassed themselves.
Yeah.
And 2, taking half an hour to play a hole. It's a great little addition to the
Considering-
harshness of stroke.
Considering we were talking about being able to take penalty drops in
Correct,
strike rounds
but
and
this is
stuff.
last week,
It's
yeah.
so on topic and it's so reasonable.
Yeah,
and
so
I get it.
I started birdie and it was like it was stable enough, and I've been going through this swing adjustment with Raptor that we've been doing for the past couple months, I'd say.
Eternity, it feels like.
Yeah, it feels like a while, but it's yeah. But I've got my ball striking back, which is good. Not back, but I've worked
It's
worked
close.
a little bit. But my ball striking's good.
Is that far away?
Yeah, no, but and now it's like I'm starting to get a bit more control back.
Yeah.
In terms of hitting the number again. So, that was a little bit better today.
Yeah.
In terms of like scoping a hole going, I used to sort of do this shot. Now it's like let's eliminate the bigger miss.
It's starting to get a bit more.
Yeah, I'm starting to get an
natural.
idea of how it comes out again now. So, started birdie, bogey, and I'm like,
Interesting.
that's a turn of events, that one. And then sort of steadied the ship a little bit and
Oh, good.
end up coming in with 3. And considering the day being 15 degrees and on and off
Blowing.
rain and blowing its head off,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Rolled the rock really nicely, and
Yep.
I was in control.
Yeah.
There was no big miss that killed the round. You know what
No,
I mean?
that's
Like if
fair.
I did miss, I was able to just hold on and
Bring
just
it
make par.
Yeah.
Just make par, and move on,
Yeah.
and then take advantage of some shots. But there was like a 3-putted 17 from like 20 feet.
Nice.
That was awesome. That felt really good.
That would have.
And then
17's kind of your
17's
it's kind of your bread and butter.
17's a very relatively easy hole.
Yeah.
Like I had 70 in just straight into the breeze and hit 54 and just was
Yeah,
nowhere near
right.
it. Like making bogey from 70 out on 17 is just it actually makes me feel a little bit sick.
Yeah, right.
And then bogeyed 4 from just the front of the green to this easy little chip shot. So there was
Yeah.
some soft stuff. But yeah. Oh well.
No, fair enough.
It's progress and it's better. It's showing signs. So
It is what it is, mate. But
Showing
I
signs.
bet you that considering the weather, you would have much rather stayed inside and hit balls in a simulator.
Yeah, that's it's days like this that make it better. And you were actually bringing this up earlier.
Yeah.
that you wanted to touch on this a couple of weeks back.
So, yeah, if you've listened recently, I've kind of made comments here and there saying that
it's literally
we've
days like this.
alluded one big thing that's happened in golf in the last little while and not spoken at all about it. And it's kind of going to allow us to branch off into another topic we've wanted to speak about on the back of it, right? And that is TGL. TGL is the golf league created by Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy in association with the PGA Tour. And it's essentially indoor stadium golf
Yeah,
in a giant simulator.
literally, yeah.
When I first heard about it, I had no idea how they'd do it. Because
Neither did I.
This has been coming for a few years now.
I honestly did not think the second I saw the simulator, I'm like, oh, duh.
yeah.
Right, I literally thought they were putting a golf course inside, like a par 3 course inside. That's what I thought. Then I'm like, how the fuck? I'm like, that's a big fucking stadium. Like they put a Bunnings and just raise the roof an extra, like 60 feet. And I'm thinking, how the fuck are they going to do this? And then I saw the screen. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, because I didn't read up on it. I didn't know what it was going to involve.
To be
so
fair,
I saw the
if you-
screen
if-
and the rotating green. I'm like, oh yeah, great idea.
To be fair though, if you had a read up on it, you wouldn't have like thought much different.
Nah. After I read it, I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it
but when
makes
they
complete
said
sense.
indoor golf with rotating greens,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Huh?
wait, is it like they play 3 holes and they all change? Like, how the fuck are they
Yeah.
going to do this?
So-
and then I saw the screen. I'm like,
If you haven't seen it, I'll try
Yeah.
and give you a brief explanation.
not even explanation. Just look it up right now. Just
you
look it
can
up
look
right
it
now.
up.
And the second you're done with listening to the app, just go watch one of the first episodes. Not episodes.
First
but
matches.
One of the first matches. It's up on KO on replays. Just
Yeah.
look it up and yeah, go watch it. It's awesome.
And I'm sure there's highlights on.
There is highlights.
And there's highlights on YouTube, and there's 150 other golf creators who have already been there and hit balls.
And done it. Yeah.
Good's done it.
Yeah.
A couple other channels I watch have done it.
Yeah.
It's gonna it's different.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Mm.
I think. And I think it's fucking cool.
It's just good fun.
It's good fun.
It's like if you can appreciate the caliber of players that are doing this too.
Absolutely.
Like these guys are the real deal PGA Tour players playing the Big Bash.
The majority.
That's what it feels like.
and that's honestly what
That's
it
what
is.
it feels like.
It's golf's version of the Big Bash.
It's Paddy Cummins and David Warner and those lads and Mitch Stark
Yeah.
gonna go play your county cricket. That's what it sort of feels like.
It's golf's version of T20 cricket.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is.
perfect
Yeah.
way that I
Yeah.
can explain it because
Yeah, exactly.
when T20 cricket and especially the Big Bash came in, it was advertised as come and watch these test players play this short format. It's designed to 2020 was booming and
Yeah.
in its own right.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was designed to attract the kids and get them. It was a feeder
Yeah.
into cricket into test matches.
It's just a different aspect of it. It's just a shootout.
The amount of people who probably only know golf as simulator golf is growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%, especially
Yeah.
since COVID.
Yeah, but people
Right.
people go to somewhere like Top Golf, and that's sort of like an avenue towards that. But
Yep.
if people don't want to be outside, there's X Golf. There's the places in that like Drummond Golf.
Big swing. Yeah.
There's Big Swing. There's Golf Sim Australia. Like places like that.
Yep.
And there's even I'm trying to think. There's even some of the local driving ranges around our area, like
Yep.
Latrobe, that they have like simulators now.
Yep.
That turned a driving range into a simulator. Now
Absolutely.
it's like 24/7 access. Oh, not 24/7, but
It's-
it's year-round access.
Absolutely.
Instead of going a day like today where it's pissing sideways, where you're going to have 3 people come out instead of full base full. Now all the trackmans are taken up.
Yeah, correct.
You know, all the simulators are booked throughout the whole day. Like, I think when you brought it up, like going back to TGL, I was so excited to watch it just because of the caliber of players and just
Of
see
course.
what it was like.
Just to
And
see what
it's
it's
just it's
about.
entertaining.
Yeah.
You can hear what they're saying sometimes.
Yes.
You know, they
I
do
want to get onto that.
they do put their head down for it. Like they do legit want to win. They do
There's-
legit want to play some golf, and because they're competitors,
Yeah.
these guys are the best golfers on the planet.
Yeah.
they're going there to win.
Yeah.
But they're also going there to take the piss of each other as well.
Yeah.
And it's the responsiveness of this green. Have you heard about like
Mm.
how it does it? So it obviously rotates, and there's 600 jacks under this green
Yeah.
that make it do different
So-
things, and it's relative to what you see on the screen. So
And
it
all-
changes. It's unbelievable.
All the holes have been designed around one green complex that can
That changes-
rotate.
that changes.
Change in elevation and
Yeah.
like undulations
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's from just different angles.
Correct.
That's why it rotates. Yeah,
and,
it's unbelievable.
You know, the hole's in one spot.
Yeah.
Every time, but based on
No,
how that hole
there's
plays.
3 different holes.
Oh, is there actually?
Yeah, yeah.
I've
There's
only,
there's 3 different holes, and they sort of cover it up each time.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
really
didn't
cool.
even- I didn't even
that's,
know that.
That's why you'll see it on top of the ridge, below the ridge. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
but
cool.
then it rotates. Yeah,
It rotates.
That's really cool.
And there's these pressure plates underneath the green that change and lift and lower and all that
They're
kind
like
of
these
stuff.
big flat jacks, and they sort of elevate.
It's like dinner. It's like having 600 dinner plates underneath the green that literally just raise and lower
pretty much.
to change the undulation so
Yeah.
that you can hit a left to right part
Yeah.
and then a right to left, downhill, whatever.
Relative to the design of the golf hole that you see on the screen, it's relative to that.
What I enjoy is the fact that they're not just hitting off the turf all the time,
No, yeah,
off the fake stuff.
No.
Around the green, you can't complain. Like it has to be.
yeah.
But that little patch where they hit off the fairway, that gets changed every time.
That's
They've got
legit fairway.
It's legit fairway.
Yeah.
There's a greenskeeper for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And his
They
job is to
literally do.
literally change that fucking 3 by 3 meter square
Yeah.
of turf
Whatever,
every day.
yeah, whatever turf that is, and
Right.
they have rough. And guess where that sand's from?
Augusta.
Augusta. Oh, it's not not from
It's the
Augusta.
same
It's the
sand.
same sand.
It's the same sand they use at Augusta,
Yeah.
which is sick.
That's so
right?
cool. Yeah.
I think it's awesome. I think it's a lot of fun.
I'd love to have a go at it.
How wouldn't you just?
Yeah, yeah.
I could spend hours in there.
Did you see the Tommy Fleetwood one?
Yes.
The Tommy Fleetwood shot.
Yeah.
So he hits this shot and he's flushed and he loves it. He gives those Tommy eyes.
Yeah.
Right. And then the ball just goes
Yeah.
like on the screen. It goes like 25 meters or something like
Yeah.
that because the simulator, all the sensors have followed the little divot.
Yeah.
It's followed the divot that just floated in front of him and he's looking around going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mulligan? Like, I don't know. I don't know how he did it, but
Speaking of, you mentioned a minute ago, you get to hear the golfers
yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
We'll move swiftly on.
Hmm.
Did you hear what Rory McIlroy said about the ball recently?
About the ball.
About the ball he was using
Oh, yeah.
in TGL?
Yeah.
Saying that it
Saying
was
how the dimples are different or something.
No, he called it the retail version.
Oh, the retail ball.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's obviously having a game of TGL again with his team.
Yeah.
And he's hit this chip or this putt and whatever. And he's like, oh, I really like this. This is the retail version of the TP5.
Mm.
Now, Rory's a TaylorMade athlete, has been for a long time. And TaylorMade specifically in the past have spruiked the idea that you're playing the same equipment and the same balls and the same everything that the pros are using.
Yeah.
And in one comment, Rory McIlroy, and it's kind of common knowledge. We all know, if you know anything about golf, you kind of know that the tour pros are getting different stuff to a different quality.
No.
Yeah,
Depends who you are.
correct.
Depends what brand you're with.
Correct. But TaylorMade specifically have spruiked the idea that you and I can play a TP5 off the shelf at Drum and Golf or at your pro shop, and it's the exact same ball that Rory McIlroy's using.
Is it
His
not?
comment saying this is a retail version
Yeah.
and it's actually pretty good
Yeah.
proves that it's completely false.
Has that sparked something, has it? I didn't
Golf
see it. I didn't
brands,
see that.
golf brands are lying to you. Is what I'm going with. Not entirely.
Yeah,
Not all the
There might
time.
be a car. I don't
There's
know. I
a
couldn't
pr-
tell you. I couldn't tell
but-
you. Couldn't tell you.
There has long been the argument, or long been the conspiracy theory, let's say, that there's tour edition stuff,
Yeah.
balls, clubs,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Right. There's the stuff that you can buy at your pro shop and your Drum and Golfs and your golf shops. Then there's tour level stuff that you can only find on the trucks.
There's absolutely some aspects that you
Right.
can only. There's
There's
certain wedges. There's certain compositions of drivers and irons. Absolutely. But they're exclusive.
They're exclusive.
So they're
tour
not
exclusive.
different quality,
Right.
or better quality. Some of them are relative, but
Yeah.
but in terms of what you're saying about TaylorMade, I hope that's not the case.
So do I. And you know what? I've seen the video of Rory turning around going to Colin Morikawa, and Colin Morikawa literally turns around and goes, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah, hopefully
hopefully
I'm
it's
trying to
not
think.
like I probably need to
because
do a bit more
they
digging.
get tour edition balls. So I see a lot of times I've seen even in the Aussie tour that some of the guys using like a dozen balls, but the packet's completely white. It doesn't
Yeah.
have anything on it. It's just out of the factory or something
Yep.
designed for the Tour Pro, and it has certain markings on it specific to them when they order it.
Yep.
Like I don't know.
Well,
I know for certain that even the GT2 drivers that
Yep.
we're using, I know for certain that my GT2 head is the exact same as Justin Thomas's.
yep.
I know for that for certain.
Yep.
But I don't know if it's different to other brands. I couldn't tell you.
Who knows?
I have
right?
no idea.
That's
That's weird.
The number
I
I'm
hope that's
about
not
to
the- I
say.
hope that's not the case.
The number I'm about to say isn't completely accurate, but I know that there are more than just the 2 or 3 versions of the Pro V1 that are out on the market at the moment. I know there's more like 6 or 7 different types of Pro V1s.
Meaning,
So you got your Pro V1, Pro V1X, left dash, and then there's like star left dash, star right dash, all these different ones that are exclusive to tour.
how the fuck do you know that?
I've seen it on videos. If you watch people go through like tour truck tours and stuff, it's not 6 or 7 might be a bit of an exaggeration, but there are more than what you see on the shelf. Because at the moment, all I can see in my pro shop is Pro V1, Pro V1X, and Pro V1X left dash. There is more. There's like Pro V1X star. There's Pro V and whatever other markings that they use. They're all slightly different, and they're available for tour players. And so tour players can get really dialed in on the type of golf ball that they want, as opposed to just the 3 types of Pro V1s.
Unless
available to the general
unless
consumer.
there's unless there's a
Probably,
certain players
that term,
can design
tour
their own ball.
Yeah, that term tour exclusive.
It's like how
probably-
Bryson's design his own iron, or Tiger and JT design their own iron.
Yeah.
that you won't see on a shelf.
No.
Like it's still the same quality of iron in terms of an MB
Yep.
that you'll get on the shelf,
Yep.
but it's not exclusive. It's just exclusive to them.
Adam Scott did it with Mura.
Yeah, it might. That's the only thing. But I highly doubt that I'm actually certain that there's no way. Like, what if you see a Pro V1 on the shelf?
It's got to be.
It's the exact same as what they'll be using on tour.
And Titleist isn't the example I'm using in this.
Yeah.
Debate.
Yeah, I hope not.
I'm just going off the fact that Rory's turned around in this TGL game, going.
Do you reckon that comment is a matter of perspective?
In terms of.
In terms of saying, oh, we're using a piece of shit ball and paying $80 for it, as opposed to them using the ball that's actually marketed, or
No, I think it's going to show that if like there's always an air of possibility that they're not telling you exactly what you might think, right? So he's turned around and gone, this is the retail ball that I'm using, right? He's probably using a Tour Edition golf ball every single week that's probably been custom fit to him, gets his numbers every fucking time. He might not get that out of the retail ball, in quotation marks.
it's
Right?
it's like kind of telling me that it's like if you had a V8 engine in a Commodore,
Yeah.
but saying, oh, this is the exact same as the V8 supercars they ride around Bathurst.
Correct.
No, it's not.
Yeah, correct.
It's not. It's just different.
Correct.
It's relative to them for their
Correct.
racing. It's not the same as my V8 Commodore. It's a different. Doesn't mean it's any lower quality. It's just
Yep.
a different.
It's not quite the old real Rolex versus fake Rolex.
Yeah.
It's
I don't-
kind of just like,
I don't know.
It's two real Rolexes, but you get one and whoever's playing James Bond gets that one. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, kind of get
there's
it.
just, you think you're at the pinnacle and the highest possible step, and then you find out there's one more step higher.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I think it might be
I
just
just
the
hope to
exclusiveness
God-
because Rory McIlroy being Rory McIlroy, I couldn't tell. I have no idea.
Yeah.
but there could be a good chance that he designs his own golf ball and has his own
Absolutely.
golf balls made.
I hope
relative to the TP5,
yeah, correct.
and it has a TP5 on it or whatever it might have. I don't know. I don't know.
He's probably in a TP5 or a TP5X, but if you were to buy his version on the shelf, it'd be the TP5X Triple Star or something, or Rory McIlroy exclusive. Like Tiger Woods famously, you can buy Tiger Woods custom designed golf ball from Bridgestone.
Yeah.
You can buy it. It's got Tiger written on it. It's
Yeah.
fucking, that's the one.
Yeah,
that
it's
he
the same
uses.
ball. Yeah.
It's exactly the same ball.
Yeah.
But this whole notion of, do you want to play the ball that all the pros are playing? Play the TP5. It's not true.
I disagree.
To an
I
extent.
disagree.
To an extent.
To an extent, I disagree.
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not sitting here saying it's categorically false.
No.
But I'm saying like there is an air of
Oh,
there is an air of difference,
There can be, yeah.
right?
There can be.
So
It's even like buying a driver off the shelf. Like if you went into Drummond and bought a Titleist GT3
Yep.
off the shelf,
Yep.
and you would have the exact same head as the Tour Pros would use. They would have different weights and stuff because you can change the weights. You can customize it how you want as well.
Yep.
Right. But if you bought a Tensai Blue and they show this is the best shaft you can get on the rack, and then you find out there's a $750 Ventus that you could buy that Ludwig's using, they're like, oh, but I want that shaft. Oh no, that's a tour shaft.
Do it, yeah.
It's like, well, why can't I get it? Well, it's not a retail shaft. It's a tour shaft. It's like Circle T putters.
Yeah.
You can't get a Circle T putter on the rack. They're for tour use only.
Yeah.
Which is maybe the same thing.
It's probably what
It's probably the same. I reckon that's why I mean it's a matter of perspective because I do not the brands have not too much to lose, but there's far too much risk to say you're using this ball. There you go, right? This is what Rory uses.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Like you're using actually a Pinnacle that's $20 a dozen, but you're paying $80.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
I get it. I just think that there's like I said, there's an air of difference. There's an air of further exclusivity to what we're using from our pro shops
Yeah.
and our custom fittings and whatever
Yeah.
else and our fitting days versus what these guys are getting. And
Yeah.
I'm saying this now. It's fair enough.
Yeah, but they get access to something. It's not like I said. It's not any different quality of stuff that we use or the club golfer would use. There's just different varieties. Like you'll see on tour that some of these guys are using Scotty Cameron putters that you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like you see all these different arrangements of putters. Like Sungjae's putter is a Newport 1
Yeah.
is the normal Newport head with a center shaft in it. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? But as a Circle T saying Sungjae Im on the back, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, this has been custom made to him.
Yeah.
And if someone said, I want that, it's like, no, you can't. It's
No.
for him. It's
So
the same.
here's-
I think it's the same thing.
Here's the difference, right?
Yeah.
You and I are paying for these golf, we pay for our golf equipment, right? You're in a very fortunate position that you've got your deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So you not so much. But us, we pay for our shit.
Yeah.
These guys, these brands are paying these guys to use their stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And so they are, of course, they're going to go to the nth degree of customization and extra, whatever it might be, extra efforts to keep these guys in the hunt. Because if all of a sudden Rory goes, this ball ain't working for me, I'm off. I'm going to go to Titleist, use Pro V1, and they'll give me the customizations that I want, and they'll find a ball that suits me best. Of course, TaylorMade are going to turn around and go, hang on. Come back. Let's figure something out. Don't use that stuff. That's fine. We won't give you the retail version, in quotes, right? Let's go and work on a golf ball together.
Yeah.
They're going to go to the extra efforts to make sure that these guys are 100% confident in all the equipment that they're getting, because that's probably the terms of the deal,
Yeah.
right? You get your deal's at one level. These guys are at a whole nother level.
Yeah.
God knows how much
terms
TaylorMade are
of
paying Rory
customization.
McIlroy
Yeah.
a year.
Couldn't tell. Wouldn't know.
Let's say it's $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million a year just to rock a TaylorMade logo and use the QI35 and all TaylorMade stuff.
I don't know.
There's going to be airs of customization to it. There's
Oh,
going to be
absolutely
levels.
there is.
There's literally there is levels to this shit.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. There is. It's like
So-
it's like even when you look at players like that and you see like Justin Thomas wearing these funky premiers and people
Yeah.
are like, oh, where's that on the rack?
Nah.
It's like, no, you can't get that. That's a
You can
personalization
get-
to him.
You can get close to personalizing it yourself.
You can go through my choice. That will
Yeah.
cost you $600.
Yeah.
But if you said, oh, I want that on the rack, well, no, you can't.
No.
That's not. I reckon that's the same thing.
Yeah,
you're not
because
getting like
you-
he's going, oh, this is the shelf ball, meaning this is what everyone's using. It's still the same quality, but I've got my customization.
And the reason why
I reckon that's what it is.
the reason why a lot of these custom things aren't on the rack, right? Because generally they're going to cost a lot more to produce.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
They're then going to be retailed at a higher price. Of
course.
Right? And if you spent time with Titleist developing a set of irons that are specific to you, and they are the best irons that Titleist have ever made, they come out and give a massive press conference and go, Joel's onto something. These are the best irons we've ever made. And we're going to sell them. Do you not think that you're going to turn around and go, hang on, they're mine? If you're going to make them for everyone else to buy, where's my cut?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So when Tiger releases his golf ball through Bridgestone with Tiger written on it, Tiger's getting a cut,
Of course he is.
right? I don't think that these brands are prepared to go to that length for players to then go and say, right, it's like the darts market,
Yeah.
right? Every dart you can possibly buy has got a face to it.
Yeah.
These are Phil Taylors, these are Luke Littlers, these are Michael Smiths. They're all branded, and the players are getting a cut because they're darts. They're $40 a set,
Yeah.
$150 a set,
Yeah.
right? Golf is just the next level up of spending. So of course these players are going to turn around and go, well, hang on, I spent
designed this,
2.5 years developing this golf ball for me. Now you want to sell it?
Yeah.
Give me my cut.
Yeah. Where's my rights to it or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, to
I
branch back,
just thought it was super interesting that Rory made that comment in particular, and Colin Morikawa especially was just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
yeah, shut up.
What are you doing?
Yeah, because he just knows. He knows that the internet's going to jump on it, and clowns
And it has.
that clowns that read the headlines go, oh my god, we're using no.
Clown.
But they're going to be like, oh, we're clearly using pinnacles that say TaylorMade instead of actually the TaylorMade ball. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not. It's just there's a certain customization. Like I have my putter.
Yeah.
My putter specifically, or limited putters, people go, oh, I want that. Well, no, you can't get it.
Right.
It's not on the rack, and it's actually not available. You can't just go buy it.
Yeah.
It's a limited release and specific to me.
It's 1 of 100.
It's not even. But it's specific to me. But why can't I get it? Because you can't. Only really we have access. Only we have access to it.
There's an air of exclusivity to it.
Exactly. So we
100%.
only have access to it. So there's probably a ball that's
Exactly the same.
It's a TP5. It's the exact same fucking thing, but it's relative and customized specific to the like same with Bryson. His 7-iron is very similar life to a 5-iron.
Yeah.
Right. You're not going to go buy that on the rack. You can't. It's relative to him.
Yeah.
It's the exclusivity, like you said, to him. So hopefully that hasn't been blown out too much proportion because
We definitely went a lot further into it than I thought. we
yeah, I
would,
know
but-
that's taken up an ep, and I kind of don't mind it at all.
I don't mind it at all. That's what the whole thing's about.
Yeah, yeah, we went way on then.
But in summary, TGL's sick, and I enjoyed watching it.
But what we're trying to do to give it a couple minutes, what we're trying to branch off into was simulated golf.
Yeah.
because we're slowly transitioning out of summer,
Yes.
going into the autumn, and then going into the winter. And I've noticed, especially recently, that there's so many people that I know, one around the club, two head professionals now moving from golf clubs, and there's been a little bit of a pop up of simulator shops.
Yeah.
In particular, coaching studios.
Yep.
Like, for example, Golf Studio Morty Alec. That's not new in terms of 2 years old. It's quite a few. It's quite older than that.
Yep.
But it's an example of it's just another way to get people involved in the game without going to a golf club. And I
Yep.
love the idea.
So do I.
And my actually full intention now is, if I'm not I have every intention of going to Q school, making it, get my card,
Having a
getting
career on the tour.
and having a crack. That's my full intention. So in April, hopefully I can announce that. I said this last year, but hopefully I can announce that
Yeah.
I'll be a tour professional after April. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can announce that, and I'm going to bust my balls to try and achieve it. And then during the off season, during winter, if it's 8 degrees, piss and rain sideways, and there's no event for me to play, and I'm just sort of grinding, well, I want to do some coaching.
Yeah.
Can't do that on a golf range because no one's going to want to stand out in the piss and rain. So where do you go?
Simulator.
You go inside. So I think this is a new branch that people are looking for, and this could be a new little pathway, an extra 5% in the golf industry where people can go down, get a lesson inside, and it gives you.
But it's so easy nowadays to have your own home set up with
Absolutely
the
it
golf
is.
simulator.
Absolutely
if
it
you've
is.
got the roof space
Yeah.
and if you've got a little area to hit a golf ball in,
Yeah.
you can do
if
it.
you've got your own shed space and you
You can do it for as little as fucking $800. You really could. If you make your own net and buy like a little Garmin thing for $700, you can fucking do it.
Yeah, the D part is the software.
Of
if you
course.
want to, yeah,
That's what I mean. There's so much variety nowadays. You can do
like
it
Remy.
from
Remy's one is about as I'm not going to say it's basic, but Remy's is about as simple as you can get without
Absolutely.
getting the whole studio set up.
It's awesome.
He's
Don't
got,
get me
he's
wrong.
got his little, I think it's a flight scope. I'm not.
it's a Garmin.
Garmin. He's got his Garmin and his little iPad / monitor thing.
Yep.
And he's got his net. That's all he needs. It cost him a couple
With a
grand.
projector.
Cost him a few grand.
Yep.
Right. And then there's guys that spend the 40 to 50 grand and get the fucking Rolls Royce, and they get
the duck's nuts.
They have the duck's nuts of everything.
Keep in mind, for people asking, well, okay, I see TrackMan everywhere. What's that
Yeah,
cost?
yeah.
You're looking you're looking at tens of thousands.
A TrackMan now, if you wanted to buy the recent TrackMan now, it's 45 grand
There you go.
just for the monitor.
You can build a whole setup you can transform your garage
Yeah.
or your
There's other
shed
ways
out
to
the
do it.
back
There's other ways
for
to do
that price
Yeah.
and not buy a TrackMan.
No.
So
there's
for-
other ways to do it.
For 45 grand, you could build a whole shed out the backyard
Yeah.
and put a simulator in it. And
Don't
then
get me
for
wrong.
another 45 grand, you could buy a TrackMan.
A
Do you know what I mean?
TrackMan is the best of the best
It's
of
the
the
duck's
best.
nuts.
It's the best of the best you can get. But yeah, for those indoor simulators, it's a great idea because it feeds you numbers. Yes, you can't see the ball flight, but that's what the coach is there for.
Yeah.
They're trying to cater for whatever you're missing in your swing.
Yep.
And judging by the numbers, the golf pro or pretty much every coach you see is going to be able to make a guesstimate relative to what those numbers show. So that's anyway.
It's completely revolutionized golf coaching,
Yeah,
golf
it's exciting.
fittings, golf practice.
Because I'm seeing a lot of it.
Absolutely.
I'm seeing a lot of it.
It's booming.
With
and it's
ultimate
been booming.
performance with who Raptor goes and sees. That's inside. Golf Studio in Morty Alec is unbelievable. A great setup.
Yep.
There's a couple others that have just popped up in the area that
Yep.
I'm hoping to say, hey, bring a couple people down and check the place out and stuff like that, and
Yep.
see how it goes.
Absolutely.
It's exciting.
It's so exciting.
And then I want to put my own up.
Yeah.
Get rid of the spare room. Raise the roof. 10 o'clock at night. Whack. Oh.
Would I surprise you when I say that the first thing I did when we did a inspection of our house that we purchased a couple of years ago was grab just go into my golf posture, go like that, and go no room.
Too low.
Yeah, too low. Would that surprise you?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm
Plenty of room
still
for
see
darts.
you do it. Yeah, plenty of room
for darts, not enough room for a
Not
sim. And it upsets me. It upsets me.
You idiot.
Questions from the second cut.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
Nah, I'll go. Fuck yeah.
Go.
So, shout out to Ollie Dalen, a
Oh,
very,
God.
very proud listener.
Has Ollie given you this?
He's giving me one. I'll
We're
just read
done
it.
for.
I'll just read it out. I'll just read it out anyway.
We are done for.
because I get a few people going, "Oh, are you gonna look at any comments or here's a question
We've seen
for you.
them.
Here's
We've seen them.
Here's a question. Like, do this on the pod.
Questions from the second cut episode is coming.
And, you reckon?
Send them in.
Yeah. All right. Send them in. All right. Do that. Inquire. Same thing about. Oh, get your 2-person pairing for the. No. Anyway.
Shut up.
Would you rather?
Yep.
This is from Ollie. This is the first time I'm reading this as well.
Okay.
Would you rather? Every time you play golf, it's a 5 to 6 hour round at whatever golf course you choose with the 3 people on your blacklist, or never play golf again. I told you it was shit. Jesus, Ollie. Fuck. Yo, bro. Oh, you've broken him. Well done. Righto. Thanks, guys, for listening to the pod episode. We've lost a crew member. We're gonna have to wrap it up there. I'm all right. Sorry. Sorry. I'm off track then.
All right. So first things first, Ollie doesn't get to ask any more questions.
Ollie, you're on the blacklist.
You're all
dog.
blacklisted, Ollie. That's it.
Jesus
If there's a way I
Christ.
could find out that we don't let him listen anymore, I'd happily do it.
Yeah.
But fuck me.
That's shocking, isn't it? So whenever you go play golf, you're calling these 3 knobs up and you're going, yo, let's go. You could be at the golf course by yourself, but it's still going to
Any
take
golf
6 hours.
course I want.
Hang on.
Any golf course I want.
So every time you play golf, it's at whatever golf course you choose. So I guess if you go on,
I reckon I could handle a 5 to 6 hour round with 3 assholes at Augusta National almost every week. I'd do a cycle. Wherever the majors are that year, that's where I'm playing.
Not a bad idea, actually. Okay.
There's a saving grace in this, and that's it.
Oh,
Otherwise, it sucks.
see,
Never playing golf again.
I wish me and Ollie spoke about this earlier. There's loopholes that me and you find that are very, very good. You found that loophole?
It's in writing.
Yeah. Same. Hey, it was the same as the contract.
It's in writing.
Yeah. So
it is as it stands.
I wish I read that question because I would have said at
Any
Heidelberg
golf course
only,
of my
at
choosing,
Heidelberg only.
at Heidelberg only, I'd probably still cop it. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Never play golf again.
I've seen this question come up a lot in different forms. Like, what's the price to never pick up a golf club again? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I might have asked you that before.
You have.
It's the number one most difficult question I think you could ask.
Let's say
a
5.5
golfer.
hours. You love teeing off at your 8:30.
Yeah, so I'm not finishing till
Let's go 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I'm not finishing
And
till
you're not
1.
walking up the golf course till minimum 1:30.
Yeah, I'll cop it.
minimum.
I'll cop it.
With 3 guys that you can't stand.
Augusta National is a great golf course. I look forward to playing it every single week. It doesn't matter if I play with the blokes I hate the most. Doesn't matter. It's Augusta National. See you there.
Well said.
I'll wear my green jacket.
You knob. I'll wear my gold one. Right. You had him fucked for a second, but he got his
It's still
loophole
got me
quick.
fucked. It's a horrible question.
Yeah, it's terrible. Isn't
I hate it.
It's fucked.
I hate it. I hate Ollie.
Ollie, you're on the black.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was a good one. I like
What
that.
is-
That was funny.
What is your all-time favorite golf club?
Club.
And I'm not saying 7-iron, right? What make and model
Oh.
is your all-time favorite? Could be a driver, could be a wedge, could be a putter. But what make and model? Because I'm torn on this with this question.
Shit. Because there's been.
There's been heaps. Are you going to go like TSR2 driver?
Nah.
Because that was sick.
TSR2 was unbelievable, but
Are
I
you gonna
like,
go-
I like my GT more.
You like your GT more. Are you going to go T100 irons?
No. I love them, but no.
I think you're going to go like a wedge or something.
Nah.
Or
Cool.
what flat stick do you pick?
Could be my putter.
Yeah, your current putter,
No.
your
I
previous one,
love my current putter.
your previous one,
Maybe.
which is
which is my Scotty Cameron H22. It's a limited proto.
Yeah. Is that the one you got refurbed?
Yeah.
You might have seen it on the table number of months ago.
It's a black one. It's a Newport. Yeah, it's a Newport style head, but it's slightly thicker,
Yeah.
slightly wider in the flow neck.
That's interesting.
Shit, that's a great question because it's such a simple one, but I don't know.
Yeah. And blokes like you and I have cycled through a number of different.
Like, cause looking back in junior days, there was this 3-wood that I had. It was a Cobra,
Yeah.
and that was like, that thing was fucking unbelievable.
Yep.
Like I hit that better than any club in my life and ever.
Yeah.
But
See, I've got like a 4-way tie, and I can't pick.
no, I would have to go with a putter. Yeah, it's gonna have to be that H22.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the putter I have now. That
Yeah.
thing's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But there's a little
There's a little something there.
There's a little something in the previous one, so it's still in a little bit of plastic in the head cover and in a bag at home. So it hasn't, like, I had a lot of success with that thing.
Yeah.
and it's sort of, it's that.
You wouldn't
It's-
bust it
it's
out
that
again?
putter.
You're not thinking about busting?
Nah, that will never see a putt again. Not
Yeah,
from me anyway.
Yeah, right.
Not from me.
That's so interesting.
No, because let's just say it's got a little sentimental value to it.
Yeah.
From me to me.
Yep.
Purely because it's not because of the putter,
No.
but it was just there as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's sort of like having that old car that you
Yep.
used to love that got you from, that
Yep.
took you to a significant event or something, whatever it may have
the
been.
car that saw you,
car
go from a single bloke to a married bloke in a new house with a family, and all of a sudden
Bought a dog, brought it home,
Yeah.
brought the kid home from the hospital,
Yeah.
brought the baby home. It was sort of like that. That's what it
it
means.
was a transitional putter.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all-
And
it's all a lot.
it went from me, like I said, it had seen a lot of wins, that one.
Yeah.
And it's that was in my bag when I was doing some good things.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, it's probably that one.
Okay.
Probably that one.
I love it.
Scotty Cameron H22. Yeah, it's a limited black putter and it's porn.
It's very good looking.
Gorgeous.
Very good looking.
Yeah.
Mine's a 4-way tie.
Huh?
Yeah.
No. Answer your question, dickhead. All right. Name them and then do process of elimination.
My old Epic Flash Callaway 3-wood,
You nutted that.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
PLD,
Yeah.
current putter,
Yeah.
current driver, TSR2,
Yeah.
and my old set of irons, the JPX 919 Tours.
So I can eliminate 2 of them straight away.
The irons
Yep.
and probably the driver.
Yep.
You're going between the 3-wood and the PLD. I'm kind of leaning towards the same thing. I feel like if you ask me this question in a year, I'll probably say PLD. But that Callaway Epic Flash
That was
3-wood,
a different one.
that was so different.
Yeah. Yeah. You hit that really good.
I fucking love that. I miss it.
Yeah. Did you get that question from one of Rory's clips earlier today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Because he said he's M2 driver, didn't he?
Yeah, I literally saw it today on my lunch break at work.
I saw that earlier.
And it got me reminiscing,
It
and
got
I was
you
like, "This is a
thinking.
good
That's a
one."
great question.
Tommy from Motorsport Republica still has my Callaway Epic Flash 3-wood. He put a new grip on it before he actually purchased it from me. So,
I love your style. It's the best.
and
So-
he hasn't played golf since.
So currently you'd pick that Epic Flash.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
I love that PLD.
Yeah.
Love it so much.
Yeah.
But also, like, there's a strong bark coming out of that big dog, the TSR2.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
That's good in it. Yeah. I loved my
Once
TSR2
we
as
can straighten her up again, it's going to be
well. I loved my TSR2
So-
as well. That GT just hits different.
That's it. It's different. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to leave it there, Jolly.
Now,
Thank you.
please don't forget, we're just going to quickly rewind, but
Yeah, we will. Please get in touch with us. Like us, follow us on Instagram. Follow Chasing Birdies on Instagram as well. Send us a message if you want to secure your spot for the golf day coming up at the end of March at Yarrambat. Teeing off at 8 o'clock. 2-person Ambrose. Get in touch with your mates. Build up a team. Let us know that you want to come and play. There's going to be obviously some time between when we release the advert tonight, hopefully, at the time of recording, and when you're hearing this on Friday. So hopefully you've already done it. If you haven't, hopefully there's still spots left.
Yeah, correct.
And we can give you some. Otherwise, we'll let you know.
yeah.
In the interim, until we book out all the spots, I'll let you know sort of back and forth if you've got a spot or not.
Yeah. Me and Drags will keep in touch as well with who's contacted, who's not.
Correct.
And how many spots there are. Do we know how many spots we can allow?
I do.
How many?
I'm not going to say.
Why?
It's very limited.
Yeah, okay, good.
It's under 30.
Oh, okay. That we can bring.
It's even less than that. I reckon there's already 10 spots taken up.
Okay, so if we can allow for, let's go 10 pairings.
Yep.
Let's aim for that.
Yeah, roughly.
Maximum.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's not allow for that. Let's not.
The spots are limited.
Yeah.
So if you are interested,
We'll keep in touch.
keep in touch.
Me and Drags will
and like I said earlier, if you don't get a spot this time around, don't fret because I don't think it'll be a year before we do this again. I think we'll do
If it goes well, you never know.
Again, exactly right. If this goes exceptionally well, we'll probably do maybe 2, maybe 3 more this year.
Yeah.
In collaboration with Chasing Birdies because I'm keen. I reckon
Or
it'll be sick.
something.
Or something.
Yeah.
Message us, let us know. If you're watching on the YouTube, please head down to the description, hit the subscribe button, drop us a like, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, not Twitter. We're not on Twitter. And Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review over there. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you next week and then eventually on the 30th of March. Hit them very, very well. We'll see you then. Cheers.